This is Dave at AFX. I was just talking to a colleague of mine in the investigative industry who's a little frustrated about building a client base, doing business development, and what is the approach in looking at that. And this holds true for both the investigative industry and even my friends and colleagues in the abstracting industry at Naltia and other title examiners in the investigative industry at SFIA and some other associations. The first thing is to look at believing that the solution that you have to offer is exactly what the client needs. A lot of times it's discouraging to not be sure that the client needs exactly what you have. So believing you're a better option than the alternatives is crucial to developing that business. Look, that potential client called you for a reason. They're looking for a solution to their problem. And when you hear objections or obstacles to connecting with that client, differentiating between a complaint and an actual objection. If a client has a complaint that says, hey, the price is too high, that may not be a reason for them not to buy. Look, we buy things every day that we think the price is too high, but we still buy them because we need them. So don't necessarily start to believe that that's going to be an obstacle to doing business. If you get to a point, as a side note, that the price is actually beyond their budget, look to see if reductions in scope is okay. On a title search, if they want a 50-year search, see if a current owner search is going to be okay. With an investigation, if a 20-hour surveillance is beyond their budget, see if a 10-hour surveillance will be okay. In most cases, that it will force the potential client to look at, well, do I really need this or not? And if they need it, to look at what maybe expanding their budget. And if not, asking what their alternatives are. Look, if this is going to be too much for your budget, what are you going to do? Not get a title search, not do the investigation, and then what will be the cost to them of that? Another common activity that I see in both industries, investigations and abstracting, is discouraging new entrants to the industry. We all have people ask us every day, hey, I want to be an investigator. I want to be a title searcher. And I see over and over experienced, seasoned professionals say, no, don't get into the business. It's no good. And that's the wrong approach to take. We would love to have quality new people in both industries if we believe in it. And if you're discouraging people from the industry, that means that you don't think it's a good industry for yourself, and that will filter down to your clients. You have to believe it's a great thing to be doing. It's a great service to be providing to our clients. And if you believe that, you should encourage others to get in it. Don't think it's going to try to protect your industry or protect your business from other competitors. There's enough to go around. If it's a good industry to be in, then the more the merrier. And especially good quality people being in the industry is a good thing. If you notice that you have sometimes when you're busy and other times when you're slow, look at the reasons for that. You don't want to be at the mercy of the marketplace and just have your business flow with the tide. You want to look at the reasons why it sometimes is more productive and lucrative than other times. And when that happens, you want to have a repeatable solution for why your business is better and have those results be something you have control over. And then the last thing is, when you're talking to clients about doing business with them or doing a project, whether it's an investigation or a series of title searches or whatever it is, talk to them like their life depends on it, not just yours. If you're trying to sell something to a client or a project because it's good for you, then there's only one part of that conversation that has energy behind it. You have to look at it that if the client does not go through with that project, that it's going to be bad for them too. They're looking for some kind of results. If it's an investigation, they want some answers. If it's a title research project, they want information, they want data, they want some type of report. And that solution is going to be valuable to them. So complete that sale, talk about that transaction like both of your lives depend on it, that their success depends on it as much as it is yours. So that way, if it doesn't happen and it doesn't come together, that you feel as bad about them not achieving their goals as you do about you not achieving your goals too. And believe that they are a buyer. They called you for a reason. And also believe you are their solution. The last thing is, only one person can be the lowest bidder. You're not going to complete a transaction just because you are the lowest price. And if you do, for some reason, get lucky and close a deal just because you're the lowest bidder, that means that that's the only reason that client decided to go with you. If there are 5 competitors in a marketplace, and even if you are the lowest bidder, you only have a 1 in 20 chance of getting that sale. I'm sorry, 1 in 5 chance, a 20% chance of getting that sale. So you don't want to be getting business and building your business because you're the lowest bidder. You want to be the strongest provider for that client. You're not going to necessarily be the highest price. You don't want to be the highest price provider, but you want to be a fair but quality provider in that industry. Most of the clients you deal with are not going to always buy the cheapest thing that's out there. Ask them, look at what kind of cars they have. They're not all driving Hyundais or Kias, which aren't bad cars, but they're the lowest priced cars. They're not always going to buy clothes at Goodwill or Bargain Basement. They know quality, they want quality, but you have to present that you are the quality provider for what their solution is.